Hey everybody, it's Aaron at Warmouth, and today we are doing a shootout between 5 exotic wood guitar necks, so stick around. So today we are doing a shootout, as I said, between 5 necks, well 4 necks made of exotic woods, and then 1 neck that is sort of our baseline, and that is this one. This is made of roasted maple, and I chose roasted maple because it does not require a finish. None of these exotic necks require a finish, and so I figured that would be the most accurate way to go. So this neck right here, number 1, is roasted maple. And then I have I always want to call this citrine. Before I worked at Warmouth, this is a little peek into Aaron's life. Before I worked at Warmouth, I worked in the fine jewelry industry for 25 years. And I always want to call this citrine for some reason, but it's not citrine, it's canary. So this neck is canary. And then I have rosewood, which is just a beautiful wood. I just love rosewood. Then we got Wenge. And last but not least, Goncalo Alves. So yeah, I'm not going to waste any time chatting about these things. We'll do that after the test. So let's get to the shootout right now. Well, all right, there is my exotic neck shootout. Now I'm going to go ahead and reveal the blind portion of it right now, because last time I did this, everybody was like, you never posted a reveal, and it's because you didn't watch till the end of the video. So I'm going to do the reveal right now, and I wrote it down so I would get it right. Number 1 was the Wenge neck. Number 2 was Canary. Number 3, Goncalo Alves. Number 4, Rosewood. And number 5 was roasted maple. So make sure and post in the comments if you got them all right, or if you didn't, how many you got right, and be honest. Be honest. And now let's weigh these things. First up is the roasted maple, coming in at 1.28 pounds. Next up we have the rosewood, coming in at 1.35 pounds. Then we have Goncalo. This is one of the heavier ones, coming in at 1.49 pounds. And we have Canary. I think this is a lighter one. That's coming in at 1.28. Now wait a sec, what was the roasted maple? 1.28. So the roasted maple and the Canary weigh exactly the same. And then last we have Wenge at 1.4. So there are the weights. As far as gear, I used this Warmth Body of Tonal Discovery. You've probably seen this before in other shootout videos. It's an Alder Strat replacement body. It's got a calibrated set of Seymour Duncan SSL1 pickups. It's got a hipshot hardtail bridge. This went into my Fender Deluxe Reverb reissue, and for the gainy parts, I used my Bad Monkey. Now let's talk about the necks and what I thought. First up is the roasted maple, which I thought was a good baseline. Everybody's kind of familiar with roasted maple. It feels very smooth, almost dry. Smells like maple syrup. And it's got that characteristically bright tone of maple. It's a good baseline. Most people are familiar with it. Then next up is Canary, where the roasted maple is like smooth and dry feeling. This is like grainy and waxy feeling. So it's kind of a contrast, but as we've seen, they both weigh exactly the same, so that's interesting. And as far as tone, I found it almost brighter than the roasted maple, which was a little bit of a surprise to me. Then next up is Wenge, which takes the grainy, waxy feel even one step further. It's got a very pronounced grain feel on the back, very waxy, and when playing it, it felt very stiff or rigid. Which is something that some people prefer, others won't like it so much, but it's just something I noticed. And definitely sounded darker, a little bit rounder. So that is Wenge. Goncalo was maybe the big surprise to me. Goncalo, where these others feel grainy and waxy, Goncalo feels smooth, almost velvety, kind of. Kind of hard to describe, but that's how I perceive it. And a very solid feeling neck. I mean, it feels solid, and as we've seen, it's the heaviest of the bunch. And a very round, I don't know if I would call it dark, but a very round tone, especially on those clean sounds that I quite liked, actually. And then last but not least, we have Rosewood. Rosewood is just a beautiful wood to look at, and it's got a waxiness to it as well, but it's not very grainy. It's much more smooth than like Wenge, for example. And it's tending towards the brighter side again, I thought. Maybe not as bright as Canary, but definitely brighter than Wenge and Goncalo. As far as my personal takeaways, the big surprise of the bunch was definitely Goncalo. I loved that round, clean sound that it had. The feel of it, the almost kind of silky feel, definitely surprised me. The one that I would keep for myself out of this bunch would be Rosewood. I just love the way Rosewood looks. I find it so beautiful. And, you know, I've played Rosewood necks before, but I've never gotten to know one this well. And based on my experience, I think Rosewood and I might be ready to take our relationship to the next level. I might have a hard time sending this one back. Yeah, but that's it. That is my exotic guitar neck shootout. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it fun. I certainly did. I'll tell you what, man. I tore down and reassembled the guitar 5 times today, changed strings on it. My workbench was like a Talladega pit stop, man. That thing was efficient and fast. So yeah, I'm ready to go be a guitar tech for some famous guy. I can change strings like nobody's business now. But anyway, if you want to know more about any of these necks or any of the other woods that Warmoth also offers, make sure and check out our website or give our customer service reps a call. And until next time, keep on picking.